Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. It always seems impossible until it's done. Do what you can, with what you have, where you are. Happiness depends upon ourselves. Life is what happens when you're busy making other plans. Be the change that you wish to see in the world. In the middle of every difficulty lies opportunity. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow is our doubts of today. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of the dreams. Keep your face always toward the sunshine, and shadows will fall behind you. What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. Believe you can, and you're halfway there. The best way to predict the future is to create it. Everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of fear. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. The only thing standing between you and your goal is the story you keep telling yourself as to why you can't achieve it. Perfection is not attainable, but if we chase perfection, we can catch excellence. We may encounter many defeats, but we must not be defeated. There is only one way to avoid criticism. Do nothing, say nothing, and be nothing. Don't watch the clock. Do what it does. Keep going. Act as if what you do makes a difference. It does. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Do what you feel in your heart to be right, for you'll be criticized anyway. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. The only impossible journey is the one you never begin. Don't be pushed around by the fears in your mind. Be led by the dreams in your heart. It is never too late to be what you might have been. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life. It is during our darkest moments that we must focus to see the light. When you reach the end of your rope, tie a knot in it and hang on. If you want to lift yourself up, lift up someone else. If you're going through hell, keep going. Dream big and dare to fail. Challenges are what make life interesting, and overcoming them is what makes life meaningful. It's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get up. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. Failure will never overtake me if my determination to succeed is strong enough. Nothing is impossible. The word itself says, I'm possible. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. If opportunity doesn't knock, build a door. The only way to achieve the impossible is to believe it is possible. When everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it. Limitations live only in our minds. But if we use our imaginations, our possibilities become limitless. Hardships often prepare ordinary people for an extraordinary destiny. Courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, not absence of fear. There are far better things ahead than any we leave behind. Never let the fear of striking out keep you from playing the game. Do what you can, with what you have, where you are. Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. The purpose of our lives is to be happy. What we achieve inwardly will change outer reality. You can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending. The best revenge is massive success. Don't count the days, make the days count. To live is the rarest thing in the world. Most people exist, that is all. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. To handle yourself, use your head. To handle others, use your heart. Great things are done by a series of small things brought together. The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart. Don't let yesterday take up too much of today. If you judge people, you have no time to love them. Kindness is the language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. Strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value. The more I want to get something done, the less I call it work. There is nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so. He who opens a school door, closes a prison. We do not remember days, we remember moments. We make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. An eye for an eye will only make the whole world blind. It is not length of life, but depth of life. There is nothing permanent except change. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. Man cannot discover new oceans unless he has the courage to lose sight of the shore. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Do what you feel in your heart to be right, for you'll be criticized anyway. I would rather die on my feet than live on my knees. The weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is the attribute of the strong. I am not afraid of storms, for I am learning how to sail my ship. Be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter and those who matter don't mind. It is not in the stars to hold our destiny but in ourselves. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. A mind is like a parachute. It doesn't work if it isn't open. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. It takes courage to grow up and become who you really are. No one can make you feel inferior without your consent. He who has a why to live can bear almost anyhow. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. Always be a first-rate version of yourself, instead of a second-rate version of somebody else. Only in the darkness can you see the stars.